What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's me, Mikey Pipes. Happy Hump Day, ladies and gentlemen. It is Wednesday, the 24th of June, 2026. I am happy to announce that the sewer fly issue here is almost remedied. Almost! It's like being almost pregnant, right? Still a few left flying around here. Man, those little sneaky fuckers. They're the devil! We gotta make some progress on the war board. Share that with you in a minute. Let me have some coffee first. Good stuff. Happy Wednesday. Let's effing go! All right, made a few adjustments to the war board. 390 is the current active total. We're going to have to lose a couple of them, or I know of one of them. One guy, his phone, as you saw in yesterday's video, his phone is now has been not only has been disconnected, it's been assigned to somebody else, and mail to his house has been returned. Return to sender. Address unknown. No such number. No such name. I don't know. Hump Day. This time tomorrow, the Dr. and Mrs. Pipe and I will be on our way to Ohio. We're going to Ohio as a guest of Kevin, the owner of ACiQ, to join him and the entire company, over 800 employees, for their annual 4th of July party. I'm very excited to be invited to that. It's very, very exciting. The event is called the Horseshoe Festival. And it's a crazy event, not only just for all the employees of the company, but also a community event, and it's really, really nice. HVAC Direct and ACiQ, the Brock family, and a few churches sponsored this event, and it's amazing. Very cool. There's fishing tournaments. He's got these Polaris Razor races, quad racers. He's got those, and it's an awesome event. And I'm going to do a little bit of work while I am at ACiQ headquarters on Thursday and Friday. Saturday is the event, and we're coming back on Sunday. So you'll probably be watching this tomorrow, which is now today for you, on Thursday, June 25th. And let's just pray that it doesn't get rained out, because the forecast in Troy, Ohio, is not looking too good right now. I was as of yesterday. Let me look again. I know Kevin spoke to God, and God told him that you're okay. So, yeah. So there's the weather forecast. So today is Thursday. Actually, it's Wednesday, but today's Thursday for you guys. We'll see what happens. It's pretty cool stuff. I am quite happy with the week so far. It's Wednesday. Today I'm cleaning some more ductless units. I got that Fantic pressure washer. It's pretty cool. It's good stuff. I responded to New York State unemployment insurance regarding Barbara Blank and her unemployment insurance claim, where she's looking to get paid to sit home and do nothing, right? Just saying. Go get a fucking job. Seriously, go get a fucking job. But, it is what it is. And it shouldn't be. But the day she didn't show up for work was the day she claimed unemployment insurance. It's crazy. The day she didn't show up for work, the day she went to camp with her son. Not camp, upstate New York. There's a chaperone that she knew about in advance, by the way, because the phone was transferred from her desk to her cell phone Friday at 1:30. So she left Friday here at 1:30. I should dock her half-hour pay. I should. But I'm not a dick like that. But sayonara, bitch. Crazy, man. Crazy. And the fact that I was so generous, let her use a company vehicle to go to and from work so she didn't have to pay $80 a day in an Uber, or didn't have to hop on the train or the bus. You know, it really shows you the chutzpah of these people. Really. Disgusting. Literally disgusting. Whatever. I haven't even my espresso yet. Look at this. So, I pray that there's no rain, and the 4th of July party, that's the Saturday in Ohio. Maybe they do things backwards in Ohio. Why? The 4th of July party should be on the 4th of July, right? A week ahead. Why is it on the week before? Do they do things differently in Middle America that like the East and West Coast people don't do? I'm curious. I'm really curious. Oh man, yesterday was tax day. Oh God. Yesterday the business tax bank account was debited for a New York State sales tax payment. It's a sickening number. It really is a sickening number. All that tax that you pay, and then they tax you some more. They tax you with tolls. They tax you with property taxes. They tax you for registration. I had to renew the registration on a vehicle. It's like $400-something. Why is that? Why is it that like in other states like Florida, they have fiscal responsibility, but here in New York, it's ran like the federal government. You keep taxing and taxing and taxing. Look, it's a sick number. Ugh. It gives me butterflies. You know what I mean? Butterflies. Oh, God. Let's take a look at today's schedule. Yeah, well, today is not Thursday. Today's actually Wednesday. Well, let's take a look at how Daniel did yesterday. All right, first service call. Very nice. Very nice. We did some preventative maintenance. We did some coil cleaning, some refrigerant. Good. Then we had a maintenance, another maintenance, and a Bosch. I think Daniel made a video about this. This Bosch Greenstar. Damn. Never been serviced. You know, Bosch is a great product. You know, I don't badmouth it at all. I think it's a great product. The Greenstar is kind of like the U.S. boiler Burnham Alpine. It's a beast, right? But you got to take care of it. With the Bosch Greenstar, it's a 5-year kit. You got to do maintenance on it every 5 years. Like a little tear down, right? But if you neglect it and it's 9 years old, don't expect us to wave a magic wand and make it go away. Here we go. But I'm going to read you the invoice message that gets, I believe, let me take a step back. I'm going to read you the invoice, not the line items of the invoice, just the invoice message, right? What our diagnosis and findings. I was taught to basically write a Megillah, write a book that explains the scenario to a third party who was not witness to the situation. All right? So keep that in mind. And that's what we do. Bosch combi boiler, no hot water. Internal circulator not circulating. Control not giving. Control not giving power to circulator. Check DHW temp sensor output to 67 degrees. Checked flow rate. And Daniel always does typos. Not flex rate. Flow rate, 1.9 gallons per minute. All signaling control to send voltage to pump, but control not sending voltage. Control board needs replacement. Air vent on circulator also needs replacement. Heat exchanger needs replacement. Manifold assembly needs replacement. Water pipe from the circulator to heat exchanger needs replacement. No tankless flush valves in place. Unit has never had a tankless flush. Wired circulator for constant power. Circulator kicks on and the unit provides hot water and heat without issue. Perform combustion analysis. Results typical. Though combustion readings may not be accurate since improper venting was installed and is blocking the test port from full probe insertion. God. 2 zones, 1/2 inch, 1 inch PEX, 3/4 inch PEX, both crimp, 3/4 inch domestic PEX crimp, 1 inch gas to boiler room, 3/4 to boiler. Professional recommendation is to boiler replacement due to years of neglect and the amount of repairs needed. That was Daniel's notes. And when they put the, how did they expect this to work? Wow. Yeah, so that was Daniel's schedule yesterday. James had a few. Started with an ACiQ option board and a Burnham boiler because he had an STA 15 error. Then what do we got here? Then we have a pool heater. Let's see, Hayward pool heater. Hayward H150 FDN pool heater not operational. Plugged unit in and could hear clicking sound. Contacted client and he had stated that he had replaced the main display screen but not lit up since replacement. Inspected further and found that when he had replaced it, he pulled the plastic harness off the board itself, then reinstalled one of the 4-prong connectors pushed out to the side. Corrected wiring and plugged display back in properly. Unit turned on and the display lit up. Pool heater set to 82. Is fired up, now operational. Advised client to leave heater running throughout the day and inspect later. Okay. Then I gave an estimate for that. We went to the post office, did the rooftop units there. We had that. Overall, not bad. And then I had a ductless cleaning, 5 units yesterday. 5 ductless units arrived a few minutes before 8 in the morning, and the keys were ignition by like 10:40. Just me, myself, and I. Good stuff. Let me just do a follow-up on a text message to make sure that their air conditioning is good. Good morning. How is the AC on 2nd floor now? Okay. That's it. Wednesday, June 22nd, 6:30 a.m. Thanks for watching, guys. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but sales projections for first quarter and going into the second quarter have, for the company ACiQ, the actual numbers blowing past sales expectations. A lot more people, a lot more HVAC contractors, and some plumbers who do heat pump water heaters are seeing that the brand is reliable. If you need help, they're a phone call away. They pick up their phone. Unlike Carrier, for example, you're waiting until tomorrow for them to call you back. You know, it's just, but the brand is getting more name recognition out there. I got emails almost now on a daily basis from contractors throughout the United States. Mikey Pipes. You know, I signed up a few months ago. I just got my 3rd order. I got my 1st order. Thing's incredible. It comes wrapped on a pallet, like wrapped with, and they're loving it. Everyone's loving it. Everyone is loving it. But listen, like with anything man-made, it's subject to failure at any given time. And there's also someone that received their order, and when they opened up the box, there was refrigeration oil all inside of it, and there was no refrigerant in it. Listen, shit happens, right? It didn't leave the factory like that, right? It happens. Just call your rep. They'll send you a new one. They got you. I don't know, man, but it's great stuff. I had a guy come yesterday. He's an HVAC contractor in the 5 boroughs. He does a lot in Brooklyn and in the Bronx. I've been watching my videos. Like, Mike, I want to see it in person because I'm doing almost an $800,000 project for all ductless mini splits with a different brand. And I'm like, stop! Don't place the order. Get the architect, come down, check out the equipment, right? We'll compare apples to apples. Check out the equipment. I'll log in with the app. You'll see how it operates. You'll be able to touch it, feel it, and look inside of it, right? And I guarantee you, right? Submit the product specifications, the cut sheet to the architect to get approval, blah, 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 blah. It's a win-win for everyone. It's a win-win for everything. Win-win for the contractor, the GC, all the building trade, all the guys responsible from the GC to the HVAC contractor to the project manager and or owner, the property owner. Like if you could save, I don't know, let's say 40%. Let's say 40% on an $800, let's say it's $1 million project. 40%? How much is that, folks? Do the math. What are you waiting for? Go to ACiQ.com/Mikey Pipes. Tell them I sent you. I get a big fucking giant attaboy. And I ain't kidding. Catch you later. Be well. God bless. Stay safe. And pray that there's no rain, please. Please, please. Pray there's no rain in Oh-Hee-Ho on Saturday. Please, on Saturday night. I beg you. Thank you. Goodbye.